Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my July wrap up. So I didn't read that many books in the month of July. I I'm pretty sure I was going easy on myself and even only did 5 books in my TBR for July, and I didn't even manage to do that. So yeah, I was not that productive last month, to say the least, but here we are. I will say the month started off really well. I read Saga Volume 7, and of course, this was a 5-star read for me. I am so excited to always jump back into this series and continue along with their storyline. And I don't expect to not like the rest of the series. So yeah, I don't know. I just really like this series, and it's just really fun and refreshing to jump back in and just explore more with these characters. I strongly recommend this series to anybody. I think that the Saga graphic novels are fantastic and you should definitely check them out. So of course, I started off with a graphic novel, was really into reading, got very pumped for the rest of the reading month, and then I picked up my TBR jar pick, my blog book, and that was I Am a Failure. And this book put me in a reading slump because I could not with this book. It was not good. The book kind of came off a little bit creepy because the character was portraying his life as a movie, and he wanted to find a girl to have as a girlfriend slash the other main character to his movie. Yeah, it was a little creepy. There was this whole section of this book where he talked about how he started a business, a startup company with a friend, and you would expect there to be some sort of success out of this, right? But the whole thing is just how they had failure after failure after failure and never really went anywhere with it. And the part that bugged me the most is that you never actually knew what this startup company was for. They talked about all these different meetings that they went to get investors and things like that, but you don't even know what the product is that they're making, and he never explains it either. So you never get to know what they're working on or what area of expertise they're working on. It doesn't tell you. And so that really frustrated me because I was like, why are we having all these stories about your failures of getting investors when we don't even know what the product is? You got to tell us what the product is to at least bring some interest to it. So yeah, I was just kind of annoyed. This book, I don't know, it lit a fire in me that is not a good fire. It's a bad burning fire. So I don't really like this book at all. And yeah, I'm just really sad because all my TBR jar picks have been really not great lately. And that's why I took a break for August, because I wanted to enjoy the month. And I don't know. I really need to get to these books. I did count and I only have 40 some more blog books to go through, which is actually quite minimal compared to what I had before. So yeah, it's still a lot, but I don't know. I just hope that some of them are better because this was not it. Then I read a nonfiction book about a mountain climber who goes mountain climbing. Well, he goes on this big trip to Nepal to go mountain climbing, but then ends up finding something else while he's there and builds upon his life and relationships. And I thought this book was very enlightening. It's called A Story of Karma. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I don't normally read nonfiction, but I was kind of pulled into this one because it had that travel element to it, and I really love to travel. And it also had the adventure aspect with the mountaineering. I think that's the correct term on how you would say that. But then there was a whole other side of this story where they are experiencing the different cultures as they are in Nepal, and they meet different communities of people in all these small villages. You get to feel like you're kind of experiencing part of that culture with them as they're going through and meeting all these different people. And I just thought that was really cool. There's obviously more to this story, and I think that you guys should definitely pick it up if you have a chance. It's really cool. The author is also from British Columbia, so I thought that was really cool because I was like, oh, cool, they're from my country. And it makes sense because there are a lot of mountains to climb in British Columbia. I actually would love to go to British Columbia sometime. I don't know about climbing a mountain because I don't think I'm that skilled, or I don't have the expertise to do that. Maybe a very small mountain with help from climbing guides. But anyways, I just think that BC is a beautiful province and I really want to go there and explore some of that natural beauty. And then the last book that I read for this month and finished it just before the month ended was Charmcaster by Sebastian de Castell. And this one brought me back into reading. I got that love back. This book just, it ignited that fire, the good fire this time, for reading. And I am so thankful to this. So I read this book as a buddy read with Amanda from her Pacific Northwest Washington life. And we both really liked the book. I'm still waiting to hear what her final thoughts are because she actually just finished it today. But as we were reading it, we were both really enjoying it. I personally am giving this a 5 stars, just like Shadow Black, because I thought it was fantastic. There was so much amazing character development in this book. And the main character, like themselves, their growth was just phenomenal. But you got to see so much more of like the other side characters and some other new characters that showed up. And I loved it. There was so many cool elements to this book. I can't really go much into it because it's the 3rd book in a series. So it's kind of hard to tell you about the plot. But this one is definitely worth the read. Like if you read this series, number 2 and 3 are awesome. Number 1 is also good. I'm glad I continued on with the series though, because I think I gave number 1 a 4-star and then number 2 and 3 were both 5 stars. Of course, my favorite character, the main character's animal companion, was in this book again, and they are just friggin' hilarious. Like they're always swearing and saying that they want to eat people's eyeballs. They're a creature, they're like a squirrel cat. So it's a mixture between a flying squirrel and a cat. And so like they just get into so many mischievous things, which actually would have worked as a mischievous character for my Loki book tag. So if anybody's doing that, read this series and then you can use it. But yeah, I really like this series. I'm glad that Amanda and I have been buddy reading it because we get to like bounce our ideas off each other as we go. And I think that we're going to continue reading the series together. So I'm really excited about that. I have the rest of the series on the shelf over there. So yeah, I'm probably just going to space them out. Like probably every second month I'll pick up another one of these books until I finish it. But yeah, I love this series. It's fantastic. And if you like fantasy, I think you should definitely check this series out. And those are all the books I read this month. Only 4, I know, but what can you do? It was a slow reading month because I got in that little reading slump from the blog book, and so yeah. I will say I'm in August now. I've already completed one of my books, and I just made it halfway through another one, so I'm already kind of zooming in August, which is great. And yeah, I'm really liking the book I'm currently reading. I know a lot of people don't like this book, but I'm loving it so far. So I'm curious to see like how it finishes off and how I will enjoy it. And for any of you that don't know, that is A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, the prequel book to the Hunger Games series. So yeah, I'm that far through, really liking it so far. You guys are also seeing this on August 5th, and I'm pretty pumped because tomorrow's my birthday, August 6th, so I took the day off. I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna read books, eat junk food, and just have a grand old time. I'm also going to be doing a live stream tomorrow with other booktubers. We're going to be playing like bookish related games, and we're going to try and find things that we can include the live chat in as well. So anybody that's watching the stream could also participate in the games. So yeah, definitely go check that out and come hang out with us. We're going to be having drinks. I'll probably maybe have a cupcake or something, and we'll just be hanging out. Anyways, that's it for my video, guys. Let me know if you have read any of these books that I read during the month of July, or let me know what your favorite book was that you read in July. And now for our independent bookstore shout out.
Okay guys, so for today's independent bookstore shout out, it's for Mermaid Tales Bookshop, and that is in Tofino, British Columbia. I love their logo and their background. I think it's just so fitting for the store. It's so cool. So this is their main homepage where they have, of course, the list of reels and stuff. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, you can get Marvel version. Okay, so Splendor is a board game that Marcus and I really enjoy. I had no idea that there's a Marvel version, so that's super exciting. I'll definitely be looking that up. We also love to play Catan. That is a favorite game of ours. But, this game here, Anomia, is quite hectic and crazy, but I love it. It's so fun. Bananagrams is a great one. Pandemic is a great teamwork game. Anyways, I just got sidetracked because there's so many cool board games, and yeah. So they also have notebooks and journals, and of course they have books. One thing I really like about this website is they have a book of the month that they suggest every month. So for July, they had The Heartbeat of Trees and also Finding the Mother Tree. So they had like a tree theme going along. But every month they have books that they recommend. So let's just do December for fun. So they have, I think that says Oceanology and Dragonology books. That's cool. I would love to learn more about those things. But yeah, so they have that, and then they have their favorites. So each staff member has their own little like section where they show their favorites. They also sell kites on this bookstore. So I guess I have to click there. That's really cool. So there must be a lot of wind over in Tofino. But yeah, look at these cool kites. I would feel so cool if I had something like this on the beach. So yeah, that's really cool. Ooh, that one looks like a pirate ship flag. Anyways, so if you guys want to check out this store, of course you can go see all the books as per usual when you hit browse, and you can find this store at mermaidbooks.ca.
If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as linked by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.